There was a time when switching carriers or upgrading your phone meant digging through drawers for a paperclip, opening the SIM tray, and trying not to sneeze on the world's tiniest piece of tech. Physical SIM cards were the norm, and if you lost one, that was it. You were offline until a new one showed up in the mail. But that's all changing. With eSIM, swapping plans or carriers can be done with just a few taps. No plastic required. And if you're using an iPhone and thinking of switching to Mint Mobile, or you're already on Mint and just want to ditch your SIM, converting to eSIM is one of the easiest upgrades you can make. But if you don't have Mint, you can use the links in the description to get yourselves the best available deal on all their plans, so check those out if you're interested. Now, let's start with the most obvious question. Why bother converting at all? First off, it's faster. If you're signing up with Mint Mobile and you select eSIM delivery, you can activate your plan in minutes. No waiting for a card to be shipped. Second, it's cleaner. No more tiny trays or SIM ejector tools. Just tap, install, and go. And finally, there's flexibility. eSIM lets you run dual SIMs on your phone, meaning you can keep your Mint Mobile line active while using another number. For example, a separate line for work or a local SIM while you're traveling. Before you convert though, you need to make sure your iPhone is compatible. Apple started supporting eSIM with the iPhone XS, XR, and every model after that, including all versions of the iPhone SE. And of course, the entire iPhone 12, 13, 14, and 15 lineups. If you're not sure what you've got, head to settings, cellular, or mobile data, depending on your region. If you see an option that says add eSIM or convert to eSIM, you're in the clear. Just make sure your phone is unlocked if you're moving from another carrier to Mint, because locked phones won't accept new profiles unless they're freed up. Even though converting usually goes off without a hitch, it's always smart to back up your iPhone before you make the switch. Use iCloud or plug it into your computer and save everything. You probably won't need it, but in the off chance something goes sideways, having that backup will save you a lot of headaches. Now, if you're already a Mint Mobile user and you've been using a physical SIM, converting to eSIM is a smooth process. Start by opening the Mint Mobile app and logging into your accounts. If your phone is eligible, you should see an option to replace your SIM or swap to eSIM under account settings. Tap it and Mint will walk you through the steps. The app may trigger an automatic install, or you might be prompted to enter an activation code manually, depending on your phone model. Either way, it's all digital and you won't need to call anyone or visit a store. If you're new to Mint and you've just purchased a plan, make sure you selected eSIM delivery during checkout. After payment, Mint will email you your activation code or send it by text if you used your phone number. Download the Mint Mobile app, sign in, and tap activate. The app will guide you through installing your eSIM. For iPhones, this usually means just following a few prompts and then confirming your network setup. Once that's done, you'll see Mint Mobile listed as your carrier in the top corner of your screen. Apple also offers a built-in eSIM conversion tool on many iPhones. If you're already using a physical SIM from Mint and your phone supports it, you might be able to do the entire conversion right from your settings. So go to settings, cellular, and convert to eSIM. Your iPhone will attempt to pull your current SIM data and transfer it to an embedded profile. It'll also deactivate your physical SIM so you don't accidentally use both. This method doesn't work with every carrier or device, but Mint supports it for a wide range of iPhones, so it's worth checking out before trying to reach out to support. After converting, you'll be asked to label your lines, especially if you're running two SIMs at once. You can call your Mint Mobile line personal, main line, or whatever works for you. Then you can choose which line to use for data, calls, and texts. If Mint is your main carrier, just set it as the default and you're good to go. Once it's all set up, give it a test run. Try sending a text, making a quick call, or loading a web page. If everything is working as it should, congrats, you've successfully gone digital. At this point, you can remove your physical SIM card. Your phone won't need it anymore, and you'll free up the SIM tray for a second number if you ever want to use one. Now, if something doesn't go quite right, don't panic. eSIM setup is usually smooth, but if your phone says no service or fails to activate, restart it first. That alone fixes most issues. If that doesn't work, open the Mint Mobile app again and double check your activation status. Make sure your account is in good standing and that data roaming is turned on if you're setting it up while traveling. And if all else fails, Mint's customer service is really chill. You can reach them through chat and they'll walk you through everything that's acting up. Switching to eSIM might not seem like a big deal at first, but once you've done it, you won't want to go back. It simplifies everything. No shipping delays, no tools, no SIM swaps, and Mint Mobile has done a great job making the process user-friendly. If your phone supports it, there's really no reason to stick with the physical SIM. It's one of those small upgrades that actually makes your phone feel more modern modern and hassle-free. And that just about wraps up today's video, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any further questions for me, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section down below, and consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you enjoy what we do here. Also, don't forget about those deals and discounts in the description below. At any rate though, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, make sure to take care.